Welcome everyone to your weekly pick a card reading for Monday the 3rd of October to Sunday the 9th of October, or for whenever you come across these readings, as they are timeless. They'll be right when you come across it. The message in it will resonate when you find it. Thank you again so much for joining me, and I hope these messages help you in your week ahead. Let's get started. Okay everyone, we have pole number 1, pole number 2, pole number 3 and pole number 4. Pole number 1, we have the green selenite. Pole number 2, we have the citrine. Pole number 3, we have the amethyst. And pole number 4, we have the clear quartz. So as usual, just be guided or just be random, doesn't really matter. Pick by the number, 1 to 4, if there's a particular number that jumps out at you, or pick by the crystals. And again, if you're drawn to select more than one pile, please feel free to select as many as you feel called to, as I'm sure there'll be a message in there for each of you. Hello pole number 1, welcome to your weekly reading. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you for this week. So we have gratitude, we have the white raven spirit, we have renewal, which is judgment in the normal deck. We have judgment and the 6 of wands. Wow, pole number 1, 2 lots of judgment. Wow. And we have old soul. Okay, pole number 1, let me just grab the energies. I'm really feeling a sense of overwhelm, but it's with gratitude, it's with love, it's I'm drawn to say with so much appreciation for how things have turned out. So I'm not sure if that's a general message or if that's really for somebody in particular, and we'll see. And it can just be that that with these judgment cards, I'm just really getting that feeling. So let's see where this goes. So your first card, pole number 1, is gratitude. And it says, universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. And sometimes we don't see, we don't see, or we don't appreciate the miracles that are around us. And I feel that that's our human disposition. You know, we're so little in this great universe of ours, and when I mean little, I'm talking about our physical body and our mind. So what is really the tangible part of us, the earthly part of us. And I feel, you know, we are just a speck. We really are nothing. And it's hard out of that nothingness to see the all of it. Now I'm just going to confirm that I don't believe we are nothing. We are everything. We are so much. We are nothing and we are everything. It's that paradox, isn't it? But the organic part of us, the part of us that will die at the end of this lifetime, it is really small. And when we really pause to think about it, it's insignificant. It's a grain of sand, it's a drop of water in all of time, in all of the billions of stars and galaxies and everything that's out there. So it is hard from the perspective that we have to see the miracles that happen all around us and all the time. So I feel, along with gratitude, is trust, because I find that we are most grateful when we come from the energy of trust, when we come from the energy that we know from a soul level that we are always okay. Now that is not easy to grasp. It's not easy to trust when our reality of life is telling us the complete opposite. Things are unraveling, life might be falling apart, we might be going through difficulties, we might be in pain emotionally or physically. But if we can, even the tiniest part of us, if we can just grasp even the idea that there is a part of us, our soul, that is always okay. It's always knowing and understanding, like it always has clarity, it never doubts, it's never fearful. And I feel that if we can just hold on to that aspect of ourselves, even if it's just in the back of our mind or the bottom of our heart, we'll start to see, or we'll start to just trust that the miracles are all around us, and that we don't know how one event links onto another, and then makes something bigger or grander or leads to something different. The universal love here, I feel, is we're all connected, so it can be the soul connection with others, but I really feel this is spirit, this is the universe, this is God. God's love shines through life, and you are part of life, so it shines through you. So can you see, can you even just imagine that the universe uses you to make these miracles? If all else fails, pole number 1, this week, just try to fill your heart with gratitude. Acknowledge that you probably don't know what's going on. You probably don't have understanding on a very like based in reality, like the day-to-day life. You're probably not quite understanding what's happening, or you might be changing in such a way that you don't really understand. It's like, oh well, who am I now? What, I was so sure of myself and my beliefs and what I wanted, and now I'm really not. It could be that kind of energy. Just place yourself in the energy of trust and gratitude, and I feel it will really help you along your way. And then you have the white raven spirit, and it says trust in the magic. You're being asked to trust in miracles. You're being asked to trust in magic and see the miracles, be the miracle. Allow miracles to happen through you, and then trust in the magic. It doesn't surprise me, this energy, because you've got the 2 judgment cards, and in the middle of that you've got the 6 of Wands. Look at this old soul card. Pole number 1, there is something very, very profound, and it could really be the clarity of it comes to you this week. Like, you really see what you're going through this week. You really see how you're changing. Could just be the very start where you're just starting to become really unsure of yourself because you are going through those changes. But I feel after this process, after this journey, and I don't feel it's going to be a long one. I'm just looking at these 6s. You've got another 6 here, and I'm kind of feeling like, days. Like 6 days. At the most 6 weeks, but I think that's even too long. This week is going to hold, I feel, potential. And Spirit is waking you up. Pole number 1, of course, this is not going to happen for all of you, so just take the message as it resonates. But some of you might get, you know, something that really annoys you or makes you angry, or something that really makes you sad, or there'll be some strong emotion this week that is really going to make you go, hang on. It's going to make you maybe wake up from something that you've maybe known for a long time, but you haven't trusted. You couldn't see what was happening, and therefore you discounted it as, I'm just tired, or I'm just going through a hard time. It's nothing. I'll get over it. So I'm wondering if that's why I'm getting this feeling that, like 6 days, this, whatever's happening in your life, this turnaround, this wake up. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing, pole number one. Sometimes something truly magical can happen. We're not always woken up because of a bad thing, because of challenges. But I feel that this has been a long time coming. I'm just getting the old. And yes, it says old soul, but I'm getting the old here. And it's like this has been happening, and judgment is coming. Like, come on, pole number one, come on. Trust in the magic, trust in yourself. Trust that magic happens through you. That's essentially, it's going to make the reading very long. I do apologize, pole number one, but I'm just going to, when we understand that the universe, God, how does it align things for us? How does it bring opportunities to us? It's through others. Somebody might get called to start a new business and they procrastinate and they're not sure and they're scared, but then in the end they get really like, you've got to do this, and they open themselves up to the possibility of what they can achieve, and they do this great business, and they've started them for, you just think, oh well, that's their journey. But what if that's to give an opportunity to a young person who is driven and who wants to learn, and then by that person starting that business, they've given that person straight out of college or something this amazing opportunity. That's how God works through us. We don't know how what we're called to do can impact those around us. Does this opportunity for this young person, or they might employ a mature person who feels that their time is done and dusted and nobody wants them anymore because they've passed a certain age and everybody's looking for the young, and does this person employ them, and they might be, well, whatever age, and that gives that person a whole new lease on life, which then their energy they pass on to their family or their surroundings, and that's the butterfly effect. And I feel, pole number one, don't underestimate your power in the world, your gifts to the world, how God and the universe works through you. And then we have old soul, and the card says, you have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. And I feel, pole number one, that this is possibly the case for the majority of you. Old souls, you've lived many lives, whether you are aware of them or not. And I'm wondering if it's that is hindering you. It could just be your past life experiences in this lifetime that you feel have taught you to be cautious, to play it safe, to not take risks, to not trust. But Spirit is asking you, now's the time to wake up and let go of the past. The past is dead. It's done and dusted. Your past lives have been there, like this lifetime is, for you, for your soul to experience new things. Unfortunately, we carry them through energetically into our future lives if we haven't cleared that energy by releasing it. And so sometimes we redo those lessons until we can find a way to let it go. So the renewal card in the normal tarot is the Judgment card. And the card says, reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Time to head in a new direction. Clarity on your life purpose. In your heart, you know what to do. I love the image because the coffin signifies past lives. You've lived, you've died, you've lived, you died, and the coffins to me symbolize your past lives, the past basically, because it can be past situations in this lifetime as well. And you're being called to step out of that, to move forward and to leave that behind. You're being guided. I see the angels like this is your guardian angel calling you forth, guiding you forth, but it can't make you go. Well, it can make things so difficult that you feel you have no choice but to move. But ideally, it's much better that we move before we get to that stage. In your heart, you know what to do. It's just fear and a lack of trust, pole number 1, I feel, that is holding you back. This is major arcana. This is the universe guiding you. This is part of your soul journey. This is important. And I love that the 6 of Wands is here, because I always see the six of Wands as moving forward into better times, into celebration, into success, achievement. It can be glory, but not on an ego-based way, not look at me, I'm so all of this. It's how you start to see yourself. You look at yourself for all that you are. And this signifies the end of war and coming home victorious. And that's leaving all that behind. There will be a time of healing because, you know, the war signifies for us, you know, past trials and challenges and things like that. And when we leave that behind, sometimes we do come out of it a little bit, I want to say, hurt. There might be sadness, there might be anger, there might be grief. And so there is a period of healing. But because the 6 of Wands really signifies the success and the I've forgotten I can't find my word now, but it's happy. It's moving forward to something better. That's the word, thank you. Celebration. You're victorious over your past, moving forward into the better. And I feel that the major arcana is always spirit. guiding, spirit taking action in some way for you, but you have to also move. So it's spirit bringing opportunities, it's spirit moving people around in your life so new people can come in, old people might need to leave. It's changing your environment in some way. This is you. The minor arcana is how we take action, what we do in the situations of our life. So look at this. You are being called forth out of your past. And this can be old past lives, and it can just be your past in this life. But it's calling you forth to move forward. There's a real thing of letting go of the past so you can see the magic and you can be a channel for miracles to come through. Very powerful message, pole number 1. Very, very powerful. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love and light. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pole number 2. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you this week. We have Channel, Peacock Spirit, the 2 of Cups, beautiful, the 5 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and Unwavering Faith. Beautiful energy. Oh, I'm so drawn to this Peacock Spirit, and in particular to its open heart with love shining out of it, and this unwavering faith. I feel these 2 cards are so interlinked. Let's get started and see where this leads, pole number 2. So your first card is Channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. Just straight up, if you were drawn to pole number 1 as well, pole number 2, or if you just had a little feeling for it, go listen to it, because their message was a little bit linked to how the universe works through us to bring miracles into the world. And I feel this card is very on the same level. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. Do you believe that, pole number 2? Do you believe that through you, God, the universe, can heal others? Do you believe that one day you might just be drawn to talk to a stranger? You might just smile to a stranger in the street, and that energy that you put forth unintentionally, without what's the word I'm looking for, please? Without preconceived notions, without it being, oh, I'm going to do this nice thing. It just happens naturally and very simply. But you don't know the effect it has on the other person. I'm also getting pole number 2. I just noticed like looking at the 5 of Swords as well. Pay close attention to your words, your body language. I feel that people are going to feel drawn to you. People are going to notice you. And your energy is going to impact them. Now, I'm being asked to clarify that because that information can make you feel that you have to put your energy out there for others, and that's not what I'm saying at all. So, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I get this message correctly. So basically what Spirit is saying is that through our interactions with others, we bring healing energy. They also bring healing energy back to us. There's always an exchange of energy. And it's all done unconsciously, most of the time. We're just not aware of it. But Spirit is asking you to become aware of it, not for others, but for you. So we can't walk around our day-to-day life saying, oh, I better smile at that person and put good energy out there. Oh, I better. That is not natural. That is not, that's not that really giving of ourselves. It's more a duty. It becomes more a, oh, I have to be really aware of what I'm doing, and I have to, oh no, because, oh, I didn't smile at that person, and that becomes unnatural. That's the word I'm getting, just unnatural. When we are aware of ourselves and how we are feeling, we can better understand how we impact others. So for instance, if you are feeling down and out one day, you might not smile to anybody. That's fine. Nobody probably needed you to smile, but somebody might smile to you. Somebody might say a kind word to you. At other times, you might say a kind word to them. Don't be discouraged if they don't reply. Don't be discouraged if they don't smile back. Maybe their energy can't give you a smile. Realize that you're not the one that needs it. I'm being asked to leave that message there and jump straight to the peacock spirit. And I'm being asked to say the peacock spirit doesn't need the feathers of another bird. Its feathers are truly magnificent just on their own. You don't need to be what you're not. You don't need to add to yourself. You just need to shine from yourself in whatever capacity that is. So peacock spirit, it says, let it shine. Let yourself shine. And this is not all the time where you plaster a smile on your face because you just feel like you have to smile, and so you've got this almost unnatural smile on you. There's something about natural, being natural, because the word natural keeps coming back to me, pole number 2. Being natural. Are you forcing things? Are you forcing energy out into the world that maybe you might not quite be feeling? We're human. We're not upbeat all the time. We are not supposed to be happy all the time. We don't strive for happiness. We strive for understanding. We strive for forgiveness. We strive for acceptance. And we strive for letting go. Those bring happiness. And I'm not talking about the happy where we want to laugh and sing and dance all the time, but they bring, thank you, happiness is not the word, sorry, they bring peace. But you are magnificent just the way you are. You don't need to force things. You don't need to push your energy out there. You don't need to be all things for all people. Just being asked to say, some of you need to be all that for yourself first. I'm wondering if your heart chakra may be a little bit blocked, pole number 2. Maybe meditations or just focusing, a hand on your heart and just focusing on that heart chakra, really feeling it. There's a lot of healing. There's a lot of beautiful energy of healing in your reading, pole number 2. And I'm wondering if some of you are actually thinking of going into the healing arts, you know, offering healing for others, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional. And I feel that there's a sense that you feel you have to be so much more, but you are enough, just as you are. And then you have unwavering faith. You are being asked to have faith in the unseen. I'm wondering if there's an aspect of your life, pole number 2, that you're struggling with, or you're not sure with, or you don't have clarity, or it hasn't quite gone the way you thought it would. And it's not to say that it's bad, but it just means that there are adjustments needed. You need to plan things, rejigger things, even just reevaluate things in your mind. Now, I'm saying all these words, and I'm realizing that, you know, Mercury, is still in retrograde. So this might be a time of great revision for you, reevaluating. And Spirit saying, have faith. Again, getting the word, it's not all lost. So I feel that the journey that you're on, the goal or the dream that you're heading towards, it's not the end of that. I feel it's just, you're going to be maybe slightly changing direction. You know, it might just be a little pivot point where you head off slightly different than what you expected. But I don't feel that it's the whole complete ending and new beginning kind of thing of that journey. I still feel you're on the same journey, but Spirit is guiding you to course correct a little bit. Thank you. That's exactly perfect. You're just being asked to course correct. But I get the feeling that you feel that you might be asked to be changing everything, and therefore you're struggling to, oh, I've got to put on a happy face, and I'm just going to, oh, what am I doing? Or how much do I have to change? Or maybe you feel like you have to change yourself in some way. But that's not what Spirit's asking. Stay true to your path, to your course that you're on. I feel that it's a really good one. Like it is like a calling. But there is going to be a tweak in it, because you're going to require some faith. So you're not going to see quite what this is led to. Has somebody said no to you? Has an opportunity fallen away? Has an opportunity arisen that you weren't expecting, but it kind of veers you slightly? It's still what you had in mind, but in a slightly different way, where you're kind of thinking, oh, am I changing my mind on my dreams or my goals? I feel like journaling, sit down, ask yourself some questions, pole number 2. Really sit with whatever this might be, however you might be changing or called to change, or what's changing in your life. Sit and journal about it and see what comes up. And then you've got the 5 of Swords and the Page of Wands. And I feel the 5 of Wands is very much for me, pick your battles, because sometimes we enter into arguments, we put ourselves in situations, and it's a no win-win situation. Forcing our point of view onto others, or having others force their point of view onto us, especially when neither of us are on the same wavelength, is pointless. So there's something here that is pointless for you, pole number 2. Now this can be, the Swords is mental. It's your mental, your mind, your analytical mind, your thoughts. And this can just be your thoughts fighting you. New beliefs coming in and the old ones fighting it. The 5 of Swords also for me, not always, but here I'm getting there's a lack of acceptance of what is, of what could be. There's a looking towards the past and thinking, well, look, that turned out quite fine. I'm not, why can't I stay there? And so there's a battle with the old and the new, but it won't be fruitful. And it's a waste of your time. And then you've got the Page of Wands looking forward. This is the spark of inspiration. This is your soul calling. This is your passion. And that's where you want to go. You don't want to look into the past. You want to head into the future. And I'm feeling, pole number 2, there might be this resistance, this lack of acceptance, because the Page is new energy. The Page is the potential of something, but it's the very beginning. So is this course correction asking you to maybe learn something new? Does it make you feel like you're going backwards because you don't know as much about that field, or you don't, your new beliefs, your new passions, or whatever it might be, you don't understand them yet? So the pages have a sense of learning to them. There might be more study involved. You might just need to accept that suddenly you don't know as much as you thought you did. About yourself, about what you're trying to do, about life in general. Apply that energy how it resonates. But there's a sense of not starting again, but starting from a place of unknowing. But we finish with the Two of Cups, and this is choices. This can be love as well. It can be partnerships. It can be sharing information that really moves you forward. The card says falling in love or the resurgence of a romantic relationship, forgiveness and the ending of challenges, exchanging gifts. Don't give up on people you love. Now, I feel for this reading, and for some of you it could be a romantic person coming in that helps you on this journey in some way, just even by offering support. But the majority of you, I feel that there's going to be an offering. So is this a new opportunity that you just not sure if you should take or not? You need to weigh up the pros and cons for you, because for everybody it's very different. But the Two of Cups, if I had to say is it a yes or a no card, the Two of Cups is a yes card. But I feel, don't think you have to do it all alone. Don't fight the people that come into your life and challenge your beliefs. Maybe they are there not for you to enter a debate with them, not for you to both fight on who's right and who's wrong, but maybe their point of view you won't embrace, but does it enlarge your perspective, your point of view? Does it make your point of view ever so slightly change, that you have the faith in something bigger that you can't quite see at the moment coming for you? The possibility is there, but you just don't see it yet. The Two of Cups for me is healing energy as well. It comes back to this, somebody might just smile at you and it just might change your day. I feel pole number 2, people are going to be important. People are going to guide you, whether they trigger you and challenge you, or whether they come in with loving help and support. I believe it's going to be, because I see you very much as the Page of Wands, so I feel it's going to be a real mix of these two energies. Pay attention. And have faith, my friends. Trust, believe. I'm going to leave you with those messages, pole number 2. Love and light, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pole number 3. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you. Intuition, beautiful. Brown bear, lovely. I love the energy of the brown bear. The 6 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles. And the Knight of Swords. And rejoicing. Oh, beautiful. Oh, very, very clear message. Very clear message. Okay, pole number 3. Do you know, I'm going to say it straight up. Don't brown bear spirits here saying take time out. Don't embrace this energy of the Knight of Swords that is charging backwards into troubled times. When moving forward is where your abundance is where your gifts lie, is where there'll be the rejoicing. I feel, especially with the intuition card to start off with pole number 3, I really feel that this week allow your intuition to kick in and don't allow your mind to rule the show, or you will go backwards. You will bring up the past. You will maybe get caught up in the pain of the past. So intuition, trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. Trust pole number 3. The problem with our intuition is that it whispers and our mind shouts. And it's hard to hear a whispering voice when your mind is so loud. And I mean, you know what it's like if you go to a party or you go out for dinner in a restaurant and there's a really loud group. It's almost like you can hear that group better than you can hear who you're actually at the table with, your own table. That's a little bit our soul and our mind, our intuition and our thoughts. And your intuition is whispering to you, pole number 3, because bear spirit here is saying take time out. Now the brown bear spirit, the bear in general for me is a real protective energy. And it's so powerful. But it's also in its calm, everyday kind of state. It's slow. It's not a boisterous energy. It's not a loud energy. It's calm and it's warm, but it's strong. And it instills fear because it's so powerful, but it doesn't show that power 24/7, only when it needs to. And I'm getting the sense that with that analogy of the brown bear, how it can be one thing in its calm state and something completely different in its protective state. I feel that, are you being like that, pole number 3? Are you being very loud in an area of your life? But I feel like it's flipped around the wrong way. It's almost like taking the bear spirit, and when there's no danger around, it's boisterous and loud and showing its strength. And when there is danger around, it becomes quiet and retreats almost. So I feel that your mind is going to be loud when it needs to be quiet. And I feel that you might even be projecting that out into the world. You might be being loud when you need to be quiet, and you might be being quiet when you need to be loud. So another way we can say that, pole number 3, is you might listen when you need to speak, and you might speak when you need to just listen. Taking time out is going to be really important, because it's going to quieten this mind. It's going to quieten this loudness, so you can hear the whispers of your intuition that are guiding you. Now I'm going to skip rejoicing just for the moment. I'm going to jump down to this tarot. So as I mentioned, you've got the 5 of Pentacles and you've got the Knight of Swords. And I feel that this is your energy, and this is past situations. So past situations may have been difficult, and apply that energy however it fits in your life. But there was, in the difficulty or in whatever it was, so this could be a relationship that's not going very well, it can be a job that you no longer like or no longer feel fulfilled in, it can be a place, a home that you no longer resonate with, friends that you no longer resonate with, whatever it might be. The 5 is a card of change. There is a situation in the 5 of Pentacles where you're not happy anymore. It's not where you need to be anymore. And it causes pain. It causes unhappiness. But you've been asked to move forward out of that. But for some reason with the Knight of Swords, now he's so quick that sometimes he jumps on his horse and he races off before he's checked his intuition. He just got a thought and he's going to run with it. That's basically how I'm seeing him in this reading for you, pole number 3. There's this thought that's come to you and you're just like, oh, I'm just going to, yep. And you haven't really taken time out to see where has that thought come from, because it's charging you straight back into the past. So have you decided that you're just going to work harder at this relationship? You're just going to work harder at this job? This is energy expended. This is working harder, not smarter. And it's taking you into your past, taking you away from your future. You have rejoicing, and the card says you have learned how to make the most out of life. There's an understanding. The intuition card, I'll read it to you again. It says, trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. Now you already have questions that you've been asking. Now when we start to formulate questions, there's already a level of awakening. There's already a level of seeing something. If not, you just wouldn't have any questions to ask. So you have questions that are guiding you forward. But the answers are being whispered, and if you make yourself so busy that you don't have time to take time out, you won't hear the answers from your soul. You'll get quick answers from your mind that just basically want to keep you where you are. And you have the Six of Pentacles, and it says, the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of abundance, borrowing wisely or paying off a debt, sharing your wealth with others less fortunate. And I love that the reading ends with this, and I love that this card is below the rejoicing, because this is what your soul is guiding you to. And I like the wheelchair in this card because it depicts that you may not be perfect. You might not be where you want to be right now. You might not have all the resources that you want right now. You might not be in a place of health right now. There is some way that you might still be handicapping yourself. And Spirit's saying that's okay. You're perfect the way you are right now for where you're going. So you may not feel ready. Again, you may feel handicapped in some way. You might feel you don't have all the knowledge. You might feel that you don't have the looks. You might feel that you don't have the talent. You might doubt and have doubts and doubts and doubts. Don't allow those doubts to take you backwards, keep you small. Don't allow them to not make you make the most out of life. Because it doesn't matter our situation. We can always make the best of it with what we have right now. It might not be where we want to be. Can we accept where we are now? I find the Six of Pentacles for me is accepting what you have, accepting what you can give to others. Sometimes we can't give anything because we have nothing to give. And what I mean by that is we never, if we give the last shirt off our back, that's lack. That means we don't feel worthy enough to have our shirt. Six of Pentacles is saying you see your worth, and when you have more to give, you give. There's this balance, there's this give and take. You do your bit, the universe will bring you back. You do your bit. So it's that energy of doing and being, of acceptance and release, of taking and giving. It's balance. Being in real balance. I'm called to say, pole number 3, if your energy is low, then you will do everything from that energy. Don't force your body more than it can handle. Don't allow your mind to rule at the expense of your soul and your body. Time out. Take time out, pole number 3, whenever, I'm going to say whenever you feel you have to rush. And this might be you pressuring yourself to hurry. Come on, just do it. Just get it done. You've got to, come on, get on top of it. It might be you might feel others are pressuring you and rushing you. That's your signal. That's the signal that Spirit is giving you this week to go, you know what? Give me a minute. You know what? Let me think about it. To yourself, okay, mind, I can hear you. I'm just going to take a moment. Don't allow it to pick you up and move you, because I feel you'll be moving in the wrong direction. Because the way forward brings you rejoicing, brings you joy. You have learnt to make the most out of life. That's where you're headed. Potential. I'm going to leave you with those messages, pole number 3. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pole number 4. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you this week. We've got choice, horse spirit, freedom is yours, choice. Nice. Oh, the Empress, beautiful energy. We have justice. We have the 3 of Swords, and we have shooting star. Beautiful. Very nice. Major Arcana with 3 of Swords in the middle. This is Spirit, this is Source, this is God, the universe guiding you out of sadness, depression, difficulty. Now I've started here because I think this is where your choice card is really going to come into it. The card says, by staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of choice. We get to choose. Now we can choose unconsciously, by being unaware, by choosing from a place of fear, sadness, disappointment, regret, resentment, grief. Or we can choose, we can make choices from a place of consciousness, of awareness, guided by Spirit and our soul. And I feel pole number 4, and I'm going to say this with all the love in my heart, because I've been here and it's not an easy thing to say to another when possibly there is a lot of sadness and pain and maybe loss. But you choose. You get to choose who and what you are in every moment of your day. And that's regardless of what life throws at us. Now I'm going to just clarify what I've just said so there can be no misunderstanding. It's not to say that we are not allowed to be angry, that we are not allowed to grieve, that we are not allowed to be sad or resentful or hurt. We are. In fact, we must be. We must go through that in order to get to the other side. But somehow our human unconsciousness becomes used to those feelings. Let me give you an example. Let's look at this 3 of Swords as loss. And it can be loss of love, it can be loss of a job, loss of a loved one, loss of a relationship, a home, anything. So let's just say in regards to loss, there'll be grief. We will grieve that loss. There will be sadness. But there's a part of us afterwards, especially at the loss of somebody, that we feel that we can't be happy because it almost is disrespectful to what we lost. It's almost, we feel that finding happiness again, or even just peace, choosing another way of being, we feel that we're saying whatever happened was fine, didn't matter. And it does matter. And deep grief, deep sadness, deep loss, it's always felt. It changes us. And I feel that that's why we experience it, to make us the person that we become, that it aligns us more with our soul. It makes me think of all those stories that we hear, and we can apply this to our own lives as well. But you know, there's people out there that have had great tragedies in their life, and somehow after a period of grieving and healing, they went on to do amazing things in the world, helping others, and you know, it makes me think of all us, that maybe we haven't done anything great in the world or for everybody to see, but in some way we've brought more compassion or love or kindness to our community or the people around us through our pains. And I feel pole number 4, it's a very precise message, and for some of you this is deep grieving, and I send you loving, healing energy if you find yourself in that place, pole number 4. Much love to you. Honor how you are feeling. And even if your grief is, you know, you might be sitting here listening to this saying, oh, well, you know, well, mine's not that, you know, it could have been so much worse. It's not, you know, people could have lost a husband or wife or child, or, oh, mine's not like that. I should be fine. No, grief is grief. Sadness is sadness. Disappointment is disappointment. And we have it on any level. But honor how you are feeling. But I feel that with choice, and then with the horse spirit says freedom is yours. You can free yourself of this. It takes time. It takes consciousness. By staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of choice. By being conscious that possibly, you know, you're not a victim. This wasn't, you know, if we look at the scheme of life and everything that had to fall into place for something to come about, I feel very drawn to, I'm just trying to think of what his name is. Oh, Michael A. Singer. Have a look at his work. The Untethered Soul is one of his books, but he does talks on Spotify, and I'm sure if you Google him you'll find him. He talks about untethering yourself from the past, and he talks about how it took billions of years of synchronicities, of things coming about for you to be in that moment right at this point in time. And it took so many things to happen in turn for you to be here. He says that so much better than me, but it puts things into perspective. I highly, highly recommend him. Michael A. Singer. You can free yourself from this energy, pole number 4. You can free yourself from where you find yourself now. You can choose something different. And I feel that you can choose to free yourself of this and still honor what you went through. You will have gained wisdom. You will have gained compassion. Don't bury it. That's something that I'm being really called to say. If you are grieving at the moment, whatever you're going through, pole number 4, don't bury it. Acknowledge it. But one day, if you find yourself smiling, don't chastise yourself. Don't say, oh my gosh, how can I smile with what's happened? Or, you know, it's that kind of energy. I hope that this message is coming across. I'm trying to find the most humble and heartfelt way to bring you this message, pole number 4, because I really feel that a lot of you are really grieving, and it can be grieving a past life or past relationships or things like that, but maybe some of you have suffered a great loss. So I'm trying to be mindful that I'm talking for people that, for all levels of suffering. And you have shooting star. You are a shooting star. You are about to step into your fullest potential. This card just makes me want to cry, pole number 4, because when we are here, and this takes time to come out of, but when we are here, we don't see why. We just keep asking, why me? Why did I have to go through this? What have I done wrong? Am I being punished? And you may be, you know, that there are so many questions that we ask ourselves, but it's why. Spirit has given you this card today because sometimes we learn more deeply, more profoundly, and more forever when it really, really touches us. And this potential that you're stepping into, I feel, has rippling effects out into the world. Your potential will uplift you and bring you to the place of the Empress. This is compassion, this is abundance, this is kindness. This is birthing and bringing things into the world that were not there before. There's healing in the Empress. You are a shooting star. You are about to step into your fullest potential. Spirit is really saying the choice is yours now to free yourself of the past and of this pain, to honor what you went through, to honor the others. You don't have to stay in this pain. If this is a loss, the death of a loved one or the ending of a relationship that meant so much to you, the way you can honor that is by fulfilling your fullest potential. And you have justice. Now, I'll read these two. I've already spoken a lot about the Three of Swords, so I won't go into it so much more. But I'm holding them up together because I want to say to you, justice is not served by staying in this energy. There is no justice in this energy. This energy was to bring you in balance and clarity for your life path, for what your soul is here on earth to do right now. The justice is not about justice being achieved from this event, from this place. The justice that Spirit, this is major arcana, you've got two major arcana with you in the middle. This is Spirit guiding you out. I feel with the Empress energy, and I'll read the card. It says, time to take action. Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Abundance and prosperity. Now I'm just being asked to say, so with the Justice card, if some of you are going through legal matters, the Justice card is here saying it will end well. I'm also being asked to say, don't take justice into your own hands. Don't make others feel bad because you feel bad. And I feel that justice is here because I'm seeing justice as the end. It's the end of your suffering. You will see from this situation how you are free. You are free to choose. You are free to choose, my friends. The Justice card is bringing you balance and clarity. I love the energies, the different energies that both these cards give out. This is very straightforward, very logical. It's very direct. You know, he's sitting straight, looking out, the sword of clarity, wisdom, the balance. There is a no-nonsense energy about this. And then you have the Empress beside it, which is, it is abundance and it's love and it's prosperity. And for me, it's also, the Empress is often depicted as a pregnant woman, so it's birthing something new into the world. And it's kind energy. It's compassionate energy. And there is so much trust in the Empress. She knows that she is provided for. She will get what she needs when she needs it. And these are the energies that you are going to be embracing. These are the energies that Spirit is guiding you towards. When you blend these two energies, it's the mind and the heart in perfect alignment. That's when we achieve our full potential. It's the emotions and the thoughts that are aligned. It enables us to take the energies around us, the potentials around us, and bring them into the physical world. Pole number 4, this will not have been in vain. Working this, I'm not talking about the situation, but working through your suffering in whatever way you have suffered brings you to a new level of clarity, a new level of understanding, a new level of being. You are not the person you were before this. Slowly begin to trust yourself again. Begin to see the beauty in the world again. The Empress sees the beauty in the world again. Trust that you will get clarity and you will be balanced again. You'll be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You'll have confidence again. You'll have understanding. And the way that you're going to work past this is to know that you have choices. You have freedom in the choices that you make. You have the freedom to stay in this energy, or you have the freedom to be the shooting star and fulfill your fullest potential. The choice is yours, pole number 4. And this is you becoming aware this week, but this is a journey, my friends. I'm seeing a lot of 3s. So I'm seeing 3 months. This is the new year. I'll be so interested to see how you are in the new year, who you have become in the new year, what potentials, what possibilities and opportunities have come your way. They're coming, but there's work first, pole number 4. I send you all my loving energy, pole number 4. Thank you so much for joining me. Love and light, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.